Yeah, okay, perfect. Set that right here. All right, I see people on YouTube chat, so they can definitely see us right now. So, hey guys, yeah, give us a few minutes. We're still kind of prepping. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sunday stream. Here with Brad and Mark today. If anybody was here last night, we went for 5 hours working on the game, fixing bugs. Today, we are joined with the boss man himself. He
Hey guys.
writes the story. He introduces the characters to the game. So if you had any story questions from last night, today is the best day to get them in. So those on YouTube, like the stream. Let's see if we can get past 50 today. We got to 50 last night. Let's get it past 50 today. So anybody new come to the stream, let's make sure they like the stream. And those on Twitch, thank you for joining us. We would like to get the Twitch channel built up because the more people we get on stream on Twitch, the better we can monetize that channel. I know. Some of you guys that was in the Discord last night know that after I went off air last night, our power went out. Party wanted everybody to know that. Okay, little one, go back in there with mama. All right. So, what did you want to get started on first, Mark?
Me? I don't know. It's kind of caught me off guard somehow. I don't know if you have something specific to show them, or I don't know what you had in mind. But I was here to because it's a big occasion. So we finally finished this game. I mean, not entirely complete, right? Like if we take in account the story mode that we plan to release next year. But I mean, like the basic, the base of the game. The 12 characters, roster, all the mechanics, and most of the mode are there. So yeah, it's a big occasion. So I don't know if anybody has question about pretty much anything. It could be game development. Not specifically just the lore or guest characters, stuff like that, but anything. It's like now is the moment.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the good thing is, this is a milestone moment. Like I was saying last night, this whole weekend's kind of like launch weekend for us. Um, so yeah, we're excited that we finally, got out of early access. But I remember telling a buddy of mine that was like, hey, yeah, it was like, yeah, we got the game out in 1.0. And he goes, does that mean you're done working on it? I'm like, no.
No, I had
No.
a friend ask
It
me the
is
same question
it is
yesterday.
only just the beginning.
Right. It's like
1.0, the game's out was like, well, you guys support it now. If you want it to thrive, if you want the community to grow, you have to support your game. And, patch
yeah, now
1.0 may be
yeah, now
coming
that the
out
game
later
is
tonight,
out.
but we'll see.
Yeah, now that the game is out, like it's like we finished like one the hardest part, right? Which is to produce the game itself. And now that it's out, like it's our job to maintain, the hype. I mean, this is where it's really starting.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a second page of our adventure. So yeah, this is when we need to market the game and publish as much content from the game to
Yeah.
introduce the game to the public. So there's a lot more to do, and a
Yeah.
lot of good how do you say goodies in the future. But we'll let you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I already see one question in chat regarding DLC characters. As of right now, DLC characters are not planned, but we do plan on releasing some costume DLC. So that's in the works. So look forward to that. Every character is going to get a brand new costume.
Right, and the way
They,
we're doing this is like, I mean, I mean, I'm not an expert in all the other games, but usually what you get in the costumes, it was a lot often is like the same character just dressed differently. But the way we did this, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's like I'm sure it's gonna be the same mechanic of the same character that you chose, but
but it will
it's
be
gonna
kind of like a different archetype, you could say, like a different type
right.
of.
Like let's say in Frankenstein, I mean, it's not gonna be an alternate costume for Frankenstein. It's gonna be like like almost like an entirely different character, but still
Right,
playing like Frankenstein, but a
right.
whole different look. So that's what we went for. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to introduce, like characters or designs that couldn't make it in the roster, in the main roster. So this is a way, to play other characters within the same
Yeah,
mechanics.
even though it does have the same that same character's moveset, maybe someone likes the way a character plays, but they don't like how they look. So maybe the new DLC costume will be something that would like the look of, and so now you're now at equilibrium with the way the character looks and the way the character plays now. So
Yeah, there's a comment from I'm sorry, Moro Boshi Archives. Okay, and yeah, about 2027 Universal's Radicalism Frankenstein likeness going domain, public domain, right? And yeah, it would be a good occasion. I mean, that would be a great opportunity to have all the classic designs, all the characters. In fact, I have already like mapped all the characters, all their original classic design for all of them for the 12, and that would be awesome. So it's 2027. It gives us some time, to prepare
Right.
all the models, stuff like that. But I mean, there's no guarantee for now. I'm just speaking my mind live. But that would be a great DLC. Really, I like to have that in the future, definitely.
And that was actually from Show. He is in our Discord. You have talked to him a lot already.
Oh, okay, it just
Yeah,
goes by a different name. Okay,
yeah. He's got a different name on YouTube. But
okay.
yeah, I did see asking about consoles. Bear with us, and yeah, just bear with us, okay? But anyway, so yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of questions us on about the story, but not really
Uh,
seeing anybody in chat that was so far that was in last night's stream asking about story stuff, but because I know people were asking about when story mode's coming and stuff like that. I mean, as I had said, I think last night, stuff like that. Looks like Spanish question. You might be able to read that.
Yeah, Gemelo González, un gran juegazo. Soy el único que habla español. No, you're not the only one. I'm not gonna reply in English though. So he's Gemelo González is saying this is a great game. Am I the only one speaking Spanish? No, you're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks. But does it have a question actually, or no?
No,
He just it's
there's
just
no
compliment.
question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we were very glad that people like it. Of course, I mean, I think overall we had a lot of positive comments. We have a few like negative comments, but it's like it's not that I don't take them seriously, but it's like when somebody says like, "Ah, the graphics looks like 2005," something like that. Well, it's not like it's a bad thing either, right? Like, and I believe that a lot of people tend to now that MK1 and Street Fighter 6 came out and they have spectacular graphics. All right, and I can deny that. But then again, it's like up to the people to catch up on the fact that we're just like two and a half people like on this game. So we there are some limitations. But I would say that the main limitation, to get the same level of quality, graphic wise, is the choice of the engine. Although Unity can do a lot of
Yeah. See,
stuff, can do
like
cool stuff.
me and Mark are not too in tune with how finagle the graphics engine of Unity. Mainly what it is, if we're wanting to update the graphics, we're just like pretty much doing this in hopes that it comes out and looks good.
Yeah,
In most cases, a tech artist is you know going to be able to come
yeah.
in and do all
Somebody who
that.
knew
Somebody
Unity
that
pretty well.
knows how to code shaders and all this other stuff. That's something I don't have any forte in, as far as graphics shaders and
Yeah, there's a lot of.
getting the
I mean,
graphics to look good, getting the shadowing to actually look good. So yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of assets
you will see
available
those
on
little
Unity, for instance, that you
mhm,
can you can buy and combine
right,
and
yeah.
make it work and customize and stuff. But just like at the same time, like this is a full-time job, right? Like we
Yeah, it
need like
is.
someone who could take care of the graphics optimization and stuff like that. So once again, like when you're just two people, it's like there's so much you can do. So I think it's not bad. I mean, surely, I mean, I would have loved to push the boundaries, of the graphic quality. But um, this is what we came up with, and I think it's not too bad. I don't think it's some of the comments are exaggerated. Like it doesn't look like PS2 either.
Right.
But hey, anyone can comment anything. So I mean, it's part of the game. So it's okay. I think in general, I always come back to like how the Japanese do their games, like
Yeah.
gameplay first, and then and I don't see nobody complain about that, right? So
Yeah.
so we're just going along with the same stream. Like we're trying that we really put our effort. I mean, mainly on the graphics too, but mainly on the gameplay. It has to be fun no matter what. And then I
Right.
think that people can forgive about like it's not like comparable to MK1 and stuff. But even then,
Right. Yeah.
MK1 came out like I'm very jealous about their graphics. I mean, it looks awesome. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and yet still you have people complain about the gameplay and whatever. So it's like you can please everyone. Like so, as long as
Yeah.
people are happy
That's
having
just the
a
nature of
good
game
experience with the
design.
game,
Yeah.
yeah. So as long as people are happy, with the game itself, I think this is where the mouth of word of mouth. What's the
Word of
mouth of
mouth.
word?
Yeah. Word of mouth is what you're looking for.
I think that's the most important thing. So, and I think we'll get there in time. You know, so we just started basically. So we've been working on for 8 years. I'm kind of ashamed of that, but that's what happened. We don't have funds up front. But yeah, and this is our adventure, but now for the users, yeah, it starts now.
Northern Question by Job. But anyway, uh, let's see. Uh, I know. Fat Man and Pop mentioned something about guest characters, and I'm glad Show had already mentioned that to him. This is our Joe character, but also, uh, would adding a guest character from the horror fighting game The Black Heart, if you heard of it, yes, we played it on. I played it on stream.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, actually, the story is that we've been in contact with uh, what's his name? I'm sorry, a heart,
yeah,
Black
Black
Heart. Okay,
Heart.
all right. So
Yeah,
yeah, we've been in talk with the creator a few years ago, 3 years ago, or something like that, maybe. And about the possibility to have one of their character guests on Terrordrome. And actually like we kind of agreed on. I mean, both parties we're down with that. We even selected one character that could make it, and then I just retracted at the last minute, let's say, because I thought it would make more sense to introduce more Tedrum characters before having a guest. We would have to we would have had to introduce that new character. Even some people know it from like her game, but it's like it didn't make sense to me to introduce a guest character that early. I would rather pay for new model for new character in the Terrordrome universe before getting a guest. But it doesn't mean that in the future maybe that could be something. I don't know. It really depends. Um, it really depends, how the sales will go, and so it depends on a lot of things. So I can't promise anything. So I think that Brad had
yeah.
some.
I was having to scald the child right now, but
Okay.
everything's fine right now. I told him he needs to put on some pants if he wants to be on camera.
So Jab is another question. How's the relationship with the other forthright entertainment games? Well, so far we just had like well, I personally just had interaction with the guys from I don't know how they call it, Sangivore game, which is like a similar game to Dead by Daylight, but like they fight vampires and maybe other monsters in the game. So I was introduced to them, to their team, just because at some points like I did a few animations for them for their game, and then we decided to do like some kind of crossover, and so we just added their game in the arcade stage. If you noticed, so it's their game put in on arcade cabinet, right? And we have the same thing. They did the same thing where so they put Terrordrome arcade cabinet in their game because apparently they had also like a stage, arcade stage or arcade spot somewhere. So we just did an exchange like that. Um, so yeah, but that's it. And I don't know the others developers. But here we have our guest, Vladi.
All right, yeah. Had to make sure he's settled. He's not going to cause us any problems. Anyway, because he has took over the stream before, he has taken me hostage. You know, he's like, I don't play. We ain't
Oh,
playing
okay.
nothing right now.
So shows another question. Hey, Mark, can you tell us about anything about the young boy character at the end of the? Oh, okay. I didn't expect to explain everything in the arcade stories, and in about
Just will
the
follow.
NPCs. Yeah, I just want to keep it like kind of mysterious. But the little boy, yeah, he would be like a supreme deity or entity, that happens. Like never man in the end, like breaks everything, breaks the whole reality. So everything is gone, and so this is the only character that can put it back together. So then you can think of whatever name you want for this guy or this little boy, but yeah, it's like a god, right? It's
Mhm.
God or a god. So you take it as you want it, but yeah, it's the one able to reveal everything again. So and yeah, and so I mean, if we had the capacity, to do the comics, for instance, because I have a lot of stories to tell about all these characters and all the universe, and
Right.
uh, and I think it's a possibility. If we go, if we try to go for a Kickstarter campaign, I mean, then maybe that could work, right, to finance the comic.
Right.
So I plan to explain a lot more about all these NPCs characters. So we have a lot of characters that are not in the game, that could appear in the story and then complete all the gaps, all the holes in the arcade stories.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can do that, yeah, that would be great. I don't know when, I don't know how exactly, but I think the crowdfunding could be the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Kaden Taylor is asking a question. And Frankenstein's ending for Frankenstein's Bride, is this a teased future character? You can
Uh,
answer that one.
eh, maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that people haven't figured out who the three remaining characters
Yeah,
are.
the three hiddens.
Maybe because for us, I mean, we've been working on the game, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
well, I
obvious.
mean, yeah.
It's like they've been like almost all along. They've been there before, so I don't know.
Mm.
It's like maybe I should have had more clear in the story arcade. Who
Well, I
might
mean, if
be?
you did that, everybody already know. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I didn't want to say that, but I'm surprised. Yeah, and I think everybody's going, wild with imagination like Mothman and Wolf and stuff like. And just to be clear, I want these characters in the game. Like we have to choose, like, the base roster, And then if we get to include all these awesome characters, will be in the form of DLC. Like Brad says, like for now we don't have like specific plans for that. It's like this is something that we would like to do, but then again, it will all depends on how things unfold, during this next year. If we're, if like sales, everything, if the success is there, it's like there might be possibility to add more character DLC, new characters, not just their costumes. But
Right.
that depends. But about these characters, they're right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should be able to see them.
Yeah. Pretty easy. But yeah, let's see here.
But two of them, at least.
Mm,
Two of them are
No,
really very
no,
clear.
variation system is just no. That's nothing we plan to do. That's a gameplay question, and I'm over that, and I will tell you no, no variations.
Yeah, no, it's not like MK is forbidden. It's just like we're not into any form. So and also I would like people. I mean, I would like people to
We're
think.
not a
They think.
let's put it this way. We're not a game developer backed by a multi-million-dollar company like Warner Brothers. Let's just put
Yes,
it that way.
that's one thing. And then
Yeah.
we're not NetherRealm Studios. So
Hmm.
yeah, we're sure we're doing a horror fighting game, and I think we're pretty much doing the horror fighting game. Uh, Unlike MK, which they're just they always had like a kung fu based mechanic with a lot of gore, but it's not really horror, even though like it might blend into that somehow. But we're not MK, so we're not trying to do the same thing. Even now, adding the death sentences, the finishers in the game was a direct response to a lot of people, a lot of
Right.
users expecting to have
Finishing
finishers in the
moves.
game that comes directly from MK. Like if they have finishers, so we should have that too. And I was really on the fence about that because I knew it would represent a lot of work just to have, a
It's
few seconds outcome in the end of each battle. And I
yeah.
knew we were entering like, really giving us hard time. And so we agreed on that because we thought that this was a major request at the time. It was a major request, and okay,
Yeah.
let's do this. But I wish we had more time. Like we have dedicated that time and effort. Maybe we could have extended the roster instead, right? Like
Right.
all that time combined. So it's a lot of work for not nothing, but I don't know. But now it's like people think like it's like it's standard. If you're doing a horror game, you should be able to finish off your opponent, in a gruesome way. And the gore is another topic that I didn't want to get into. It's like I still want the game to be accessible to everyone, not the whole family, but like teenagers. And so I'm not too fond about gore and
Yeah.
super explicit gore scenes. I don't like that. I don't know. I think for such person, I think that MK went way too far in that. It's like it's not entertainment anymore. It's not funny. It's really gross. I mean,
Yeah.
this is personal. This is my personal
Well, I
opinion
mean,
about that.
when it comes to that type of stuff, it's just a cinematic. You see it once, and you're like, "Wow, I've seen it." You know,
Right. This is why I thought. I mean, this is a
that's
lot of work for just a few
it,
seconds in the beginning. But that sells the game, so you might have it as well. But then it's like I thought. So I tried to go back to early Friday the 13th movies. These people didn't have a lot of maintenance to it. It was super low budget movies, right? So they had to figure out a way to show graphic stuff, but without really showing them. And we went. we started this way. That's why Frankenstein was one of the first character, and that's why one of his finisher is just smashing his hammer on the other guy, and you can't really see him. Like you can feel that he's in a lot of pain,
Right, right. We're
but you
like,
can really
draw your own conclusion. Draw your
right.
own conclusion of what happened to this guy.
And then I think kind of escalated towards the end with the most recent characters, and I'm naming for instance Spring Hill Jack when doing his
Yeah, or
how do you call it, Ozani
Azuna drop.
Azuna Dread. And it's like, yeah, I guess, most logical thing, like his head should explode, like the opponent's head would explode, or what else, right? Or
Right.
and then it's like we're entering this realm of more violent stuff, more brutal stuff, and I didn't want to go there, but okay, this is
Well,
our
well,
exception.
if we do decide to target the Japanese market on consoles, we will have to modify that. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Well, I guess we would just
The
we just have a bump on his head or something. But
or
ouch!
just pan the camera away.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean the camera trick is
you could
always
put
worse.
pan the camera away.
True. Yeah, we could do
Yeah,
that. We
there
could
you go.
we
Draw
will
your own
have
conclusion again.
a splash of blood, and then
Yeah,
but you
blood.
won't see anything.
Yeah, you can have blood, you just can't have dismemberment in
Right,
Japan.
right, right. And technically, it would have been like a super challenge to have that as well. And the world was trying. I mean, we're really doing what the old movies with low budget had to do, is like find a way, to use or reuse your current assets instead of just creating more stuff. I mean, we didn't have the time to or the budget to do that. So yeah, but I think it
Yeah.
works all right.
Yeah, as far as the Japanese don't really hating gore in their game, it's due to a very gruesome murder that happened, I think, back in the 1970s or 80s or something like that. I can't really remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It made them very strict on a lot of media to
Okay.
not have that type of stuff in it.
But I think it's,
It's
I
like
mean, somehow.
it's now a part of their culture not to have that type of stuff in it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I tend to agree with that. It's like when I was younger, we would have asked the same question when I was in my 20s. I would have said, no, you gotta let people, choose whatever they want. I mean, they want to watch something super gruesome and stuff. I mean, that's their problem, right? Now that I'm getting older, when you have kids, it's like, yeah, but it's not such a good thing, actually. It's like, yeah, you have to moderate some of the stuff. Um, I mean, you might not realize that all that things affects you, So I think there's a way. I mean, that's why I love all the classic monsters, because it wasn't about gore or disgusting stuff. It's like it was about plastic monsters and
Yeah.
giant spiders and stuff like that. So I think that's where the charm is, and you don't need to go like over you know super disgusting stuff to create emotions in the viewer. So I don't know. I tend to go back to this kind of horror, like more friendly, friendly horror
Right.
instead of the NK route. It's like, but it's good. It's like they got their own thing, and we're doing our own thing. I want
Yeah.
to keep it this way.
Like how I wanted that jump scare in the game.
Yeah, that's great, and you still haven't integrated that great idea that you had, concerning the long combos. Remember? Can you tell us?
Well, yeah, I did have the idea to do something like that, Or like if you were caught in a punishment, like, maybe jump scare hits the screen or something like that, or maybe the opponent has the ability to throw a jump scare on screen or something like that. But
Well, I thought,
I kind of was like, okay, nah, that's kind of cheesy.
because I
People are
came
like, I want
from
to do my damn combo. I don't want to see the damn shit on my screen.
right, but it came from we were playing the game at Evo, and at some point because
But
Brett
yeah,
knows the game
so
by heart, and so I'm a pretty
he's a pretty
vet
casual
vet
player
player.
when it comes to the
Yeah, very
game.
casual.
So like
Uh,
whenever people would come up to us and was checking the game out, if they wanted to play, I'm up out of the seat. Get in the seat, casual. You don't even know what the first button does, so get in the seat. You're playing the casual player. They play me, they're like, fuck this game.
right.
So
So
like
they
pretty much what it is like, that when we was playing at Evo, knowing me, if I get a punish with Frankie, you're just dead. I know a route, it just instantly kills you.
so we play
And so
together.
I'm sitting over here, I'm doing the combo, and he goes, can I not do nothing? And I'm like, nope. And I
Right.
finished it out, and then I was like, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board on this.
But
So
yeah, so you had
now,
this really cool idea thing, yeah, to introduce some move or some event that the guy who's being punished could trigger, and just to destabilize the player, the other player, right, with something visual or something that I'll just say that. Might change the course of his combo or somehow. So I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant
well, I mean,
idea.
we don't really have that anymore because this isn't you're not stuck in this long drawn out combo of like, hey, go get a coffee. You're done. Now when it's been toned down to where you're not. This isn't the end of the world when you get put in a combo like this. You got to just
Mhm.
wait 10 seconds, and then if you have your bar, you can break out of it again.
Right, but this is
But
something that you add later on
but
after evil, right?
this now includes a new. You have to meter manage your breaker now. You're gonna be like, do I need to break? Should I break here? Or where's a good place to break? Because
But
if
don't
I
you think, for instance,
if I break their combo in the wrong spot, I could get punished again, and that makes it so they can combo me even longer. So see, now you're having to like be strategic on when you want to break. And also you have to try to get in their in the opponent's mindset. Okay, are they gonna break here? Or are they gonna break here? And just decide when to counter, their breaker. So now it's more of a back and forth type situation on when you want to do this and when you want to do that type of thing when it comes to the breaker system now.
but do you think that I had this idea, but many of the helpers of our characters are like assistant character, like I guess like
Well,
you have
see, the
oh,
only problem
okay,
with that is not every character has something like that.
right,
So
right.
then
But
if you
I would
if
think that maybe if you're trapped into a long combo, as playing as Van Helsing, for instance, and you would call Chupacabra to come in while you're being hit, right? But
no,
then
this
he would come to like an assist character, like try to help you out or something like
well
that.
that's so
I,
different in MK1's breaker where you use your
oh, right.
cameo. Yeah, the cameo comes out and does the breaker for you.
Okay, well, something like that. But then
Or
wouldn't
like
be like
in
cheating.
Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, where your partner can come out and be
Oh,
your
okay.
breaker.
Yeah, see, in the beginning, very beginning, I thought, why not? Yeah, because we started with Chupacabra for Van Helsing, like his help, and so I thought, should we have like a creature, something something alive, whatever it is, for every character. But then again, it would have closing other possibilities for helpers. So I didn't follow this idea, but I don't know. Maybe it would have been a good. Like I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help to picture Frankenstein with gargoyle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would have been a good fit, but I don't know. But,
I think a
ma-
robot.
a robot,
A robot.
a robot like a
I mean,
robot
you gotta
like
think
a.
about it. He's got all this, mechanical stuff on him too. How do you not know that he has knowledge to make robots?
Maybe who knows? It kind of sound
Hey,
funny, but
I mean, anything's possible. All you gotta do is just write it down on paper. Okay, he does it. you know.
yeah, why not? Why not? Maybe a robot gargoyle.
I mean, I'm sure he made his hammer, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, because it looks like it's like refurbished
Yeah.
stuff that he built with his armor with. Yeah, yeah. Who
Say
knows?
for his gun. His gun looks like he built his gun too.
At some point, I'm just reminds me of that. At some point, like let's say if he could have had this guest, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it will ever happen. But even the comics, for instance, like the idea, like look, somehow he loses his hand, right? And
Hmm.
that's why he had to replace it with a armored cyborg kind of a hand of his
Yeah.
own. And I thought that would have been cool at some point. I would have an interaction with Ash Williams,
Yeah.
and that Ash Williams would have given the idea, to build himself a new hand, like just like him. Like, hey, look
Yeah.
at me. I mean, you can do this. I can help you out with that, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
that would have been a cool
That
stuff.
would have been a cool interaction. So, but
So,
I know there was a question asked about comics. Well, I mean, as of right now, nothing's being done at all in comics. I mean,
uh,
if he was here, probably within the beginning of the stream, it was mentioned. Maybe we can kickstart, crowd fund something for comics, but we'll see.
yeah, that's what I was saying. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Depends on is there a demand for that? I'm pretty sure there is, but we need a lot of people to launch crowdfunding like that. So it all depends. Maybe next year there's something that we can start to think of. And it will give me time, to polish all the stories and stuff like that. So I have a lot of things written down on my computer. But like until it becomes something like official, as like I have other things to work on. Uh, and namely, I need to start working on a story mode. I'm still not sure how to pull that off, to be
Yeah,
honest. But yeah, I'm super busy. I have always a lot of things to do. So, but I'm gonna start working on that soon enough.
yeah. Let's see. Question from Fat Man and Pop talking about other games that we may potentially work on. We have one casual title in the works. More on that soon. Let's just put it at that. Casual
Yeah,
title soon.
there's a hint
Yeah.
in Terrordrome in one of the stages.
Yeah, there's a clear hint.
Yeah,
It,
especially for people who knows us, for a long
yeah,
time,
a long time
they know what
ago.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's there somewhere. There's a hint.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah, speaking Jub has a great question. This you would be able to answer this.
Oh yeah, the
Speaking
portal machine.
of Frankenstein, what about the portal machine?
Yeah. Well, the portal machine. It's actually related to like an NPC character that I would like to have. If we have this batch of DLC, I would love to have this character in. I would never name it, would never hinted anything about this character at all. Let's put it this way: it's like it's a great scientist, so who built this pole machine to use just in case, or it teleports you, to another place of the world, uh, and it's just in urgent, like in big danger case, and so they would be interconnected like that, like
And it just so happens that the portal Frankie has got confiscated by you know who. So,
right. And that's why you see it in the warehouse.
yeah,
So it's, yeah, it's been confiscated. It's been found, by the Dracula's vampires empire, and so it's just there. I mean, I think I could go on for a few more details. Like they don't know how to operate it,
yeah.
uh, but I have it still there,
Go
stored
there, go there.
in a warehouse. And but Frankie knows how. So Frankie, if the time comes, he knows how to use that and travel to whatever part. And so
Right.
it requires. It's like a booth, so it requires to have both. I mean, two of them at least. So you can travel from one point to another. And so, but that would, it will be more clear in the story mode, and you will see how that works.
Let's see. Show's got another question. Do Sasquatch's wife and child have a name?
Oh, probably. I haven't thought.
Probably.
I
He
haven't think
hasn't
about that.
come up
Yeah,
with
maybe
one
if
name.
you would suggest some names, why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Job asked about the Patreon. Patreon has to go to a subscription based model. So the first day that you did sign up on the Patreon, that will be the day, the monthly payment will come out. So what I may end up doing is I may rebrand it, as, a way to monetize my work, because something's got to be done in order for me to be able to continue to work on this game as much as I do without having to go and find a job that takes me away from it. So like if possible, that's probably what I will do. But the more I stream, the more chances we're gonna get to garner support. Maybe we'll add memberships to the YouTube. That way you guys will not have to deal with the ads that will be shown during the stream, and which at a certain point I'm gonna have to run some ads, so be prepared. But anyway, but yeah. So let's see if there's any more questions. Uh, don't see any more. Oh yeah, about mocap. Jeff said
Uh,
something about mocap.
yeah,
Yeah,
because well, mocap is a very expensive technology, right? Like if you want to use like a regular mocap, it's simply not doable. It's like it requires a lot of equipment, staff, anyway. But now, like, and maybe it's a good transition to the AI topic. Now with AI, I mean, not only you can steal artists work, but you can do a lot of pretty good stuff, and namely, for instance, the mocap has evolved. Like now, so I've done the test at the beginning of this year at a friend's house, because it requires an iPhone. I didn't have an iPhone, so I went to his house and I just wanted to do a quick test. And so I filmed myself, doing some gestures and stuff like that. And the same day, like a couple of hours later, I was able to get the information through a website. Right? I didn't do that myself. That's what I do. And so they transform your video into mocap data that you can plug into, your character, a rig character. And so the same day I was able to complete the test, and I had, in fact, I used the jab jab model, because I was working on this model at the time. So I used the jab jab model, the guard, that you see in the warehouse stage, and I was able to make the character move same way that I did on video, and so with a pretty good quality, I should say, because usually you get a lot of jitter and inconsistencies in the motion. But this one really blew my mind. It's like, so I thought, yeah, maybe I have this solution. Maybe I can do some mockups or all. It's like I would just need one camera and just do the acting, and just plug that in my 3D package, and we would have a mocap. So I think it's still something that I'm considering. The other thing I have to figure out is the facial expression. I mean, I can do that, but it's the lip sync. I need to automate that. If I can do that, automate. I need to automate that. And if I can do that, so combined with the mocap, yeah, I think we could have like a mocap story mode. So, and I think this is what I'm gonna do because I've spent so much time on the arcade stories, and which are just it's sequences of still images combined together. It's like it's technically it's called animatic. It's like images that just blend together, have a lot of a little bit of parallax and effect and stuff like that. But even that like took me so much time for just a few seconds that I don't think it would be more trouble using that mocap with the camera and stuff like that. In fact, it could have even be like faster because I can get a lot more done in just one session of video recording me, and I would get the actual motion on the 3D character by the end of the day instead of edit every images and adding this effect and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm still thinking about it, but I think this is a way I'm gonna use that.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. We can pretty much go ahead. Maybe we should just go ahead and answer this question that Job has put up. Dracula's beast form.
Oh yeah. What about it?
Is it coming to story mode?
Uh, yeah. Well, yeah. We're doing the stream for this purpose. So
Yes. If we
yes.
wanted to announce something, now's the time to announce it. So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
It's
we
something that
do.
we've been hinting since the very beginning in the very first art design or concept art of Dracula. You could see that figure with open wings in the background, and yes, I mean the idea was to show that he can be this creature. He can transform into that, and so yes, that will be a
Yeah,
thing.
and we have had this model for how long?
More than a year, maybe,
Yeah,
but a
more than a
year,
year. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
So
yeah. It's not really
yeah,
deep.
we can confirm this right now. So yeah,
It's there. So, and
it's
actually, it's not even part of the three characters that we have. So,
yeah, it's not part of the three
so I'm just
characters. So
saying, I'm just revealing that we have four playable characters. So
yes,
not just three. So you can still continue to figure out who the three other are.
yeah, who the three other are, but yeah, we will probably be making Beast form Dracula playable.
Oh yeah, would be awesome.
So yeah, he's not gonna be like Uber Boss version. So don't worry, he's gonna be a playable version. But he may
Yeah,
have
was it
he may be kind of like Rugal. You know how Rugal is in KOF.
like a sub
Maybe
boss?
like I'm just saying. Rugal is playable in KOF, but he's also a boss. So like
All right.
you have
Okay.
some certain things the boss can do that the playable can't.
Okay.
So
Okay. I see.
so yeah. So yeah, there may be some like alterations to like certain moves in the boss version, but as far as the playable version, you won't have to worry about any of the cheap shit. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna put that in players' hands where nobody wants to play online anymore because everybody just plays Beast Dracula. Damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, we'll keep everything balanced as
Yeah,
usual.
yeah. No constant loops or anything. You know, it's like, oh, he's got an infinite with just one button. Yeah. I'm constantly working that stuff out. No one button infinites.
Will there
I,
be
I
even
don't I
more
don't want us to
hints?
I don't want us to be too Khashoggi, but I like to be kind of Khashoggi, but not too Khashoggi. So
Well, there's,
if y'all don't know what that term means, go to the fighting game glossary. Google it.
will there
But
be even more hints before the announcement of the secret characters? No, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I think there's everything there to figure out who there would be. But I don't know. If anything, I mean, we have the surprise the day they come out.
yeah, he's more bat. He's more bat. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see here. Not seeing any other questions. Oh yeah. Batman and Pop. Now this may sound impossible, but if Sony gave you guys permission and the funds to add Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal as a guest character, would you allow him?
I'm not too familiar with this character, to be honest. What game is it from?
He's from Twisted Metal. It's like a car combat
Oh yeah,
game.
it's like a clown with
He's a
fire on his
clown,
head or
so
something.
yeah, a fiery hair clown.
Uh, I don't know. Does it really fit into the Terrordrome universe? Maybe I
Right.
don't know, but it's
See,
like,
this is what I mean, guys. When it comes to adding characters to the game, does it fit within our overarching story?
yeah, I guess with
Is there a way we can incorporate this character into our story? We can't just like on the Discord this morning asking to put Nemesis from Resident Evil in our game.
yeah, but
That's very impossible, but can we fit
honestly,
Nemesis within our overarching story? Maybe possible. There's an underground lab in the game. Who knows what they're doing in that lab? You
yeah,
know?
but
So
honestly, I don't think we can get any guest character from a very popular
from like
franchise
big name
anytime
company
soon.
from Japanese big name companies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't see
that's
that
not
happening
happening
anytime soon.
because you know NetherRealm and Capcom don't work together. So yeah, who's to say that Capcom's gonna work with us?
But even then, I think NetherRealm tried to have Ash William, and for some reason they couldn't get
I
him.
can
So
explain that. I can explain that.
so I don't
They
think we
they
could have the
only
exclusivity.
they only got the rights to Army of Darkness Ash. They could not reference anything from the first movie or the second movie at all.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, you
So
have
that
that thing then.
caused a lot of
Like
continuity issues.
right,
So they're
yeah.
like, okay, like how did he do this and all that and all that. Thanks for the subscription on YouTube, Dean. Appreciate it. But yeah. That's why Ash Williams didn't come to MK11. So because based off of what Bruce Campbell had said, Ash Williams is actually owned by 3 different companies.
Oh, okay, just like
Yeah,
Friday the 13th, you have
right.
so many
Yeah,
companies
you have so
owning.
many companies that have their toes dipped into the IP into the and all
Yeah, good
that.
luck with that.
So, but yeah, let's see here. Glow Stick Entertainment, Dark Deception. Never played Dark Deception. So, do they have any other games? I mean, any. Let's just put it this way: if an indie wants to work with us, we'll work with them. Yeah, because you know, to me, the way I see it, indie devs need to stick together, man. I mean, we all struggle out here. We
Yeah, I
all
would love to
struggle.
see like a league of the indies, the indie developers. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would
I
be
don't know,
awesome too.
maybe through publishing. I don't know.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure we're not the only one. We're not the first one with this idea in mind. But I don't know.
yeah,
Like I said, so it depends so much of how Terrordrome is gonna do in the following year. Does this allow us for more opportunities, work for someone else, or for this and that? I don't know.
yeah.
Like, is there a market? It's like, is there an audience? So I think so. When you see games like platformers, fighters, I don't know how you call that exactly,
Hmm.
but I think there's a tendency, to have like indies brought together
Hmm.
in the form of a platformer game, or but it could be, it could be a fighting game as well.
Yeah, it could be a fighting game. I mean,
Yeah. So yeah,
uh, yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, we know about
Well,
A1 Games. A1 Games was the first one out of the gate with a horror fighting game. We was all worried about it when we seen it.
mm,
Yeah, but we know how that went with their launch of their game, and not too long ago they did release a newer version that had rollback. So,
all right, okay,
and
good for them.
yeah, their latest game was. I hate to say the word, but it does look jank.
Yeah,
Everybody says our game looks jank, so I can say it about other games. So there we go. Put it out there. But yeah,
yeah, Terrordrome. The Black Heart with my most pros copy. I think I saw the
yeah.
like
I had
trailer just recently.
posted. I had posted it to the
Is that a
Steam
Mexican
page.
game?
Yeah,
Like
it's a
horror Mexican?
luchadors with monsters. They
Okay,
have
yeah.
they have a vampire that's similar to like Dracula,
Right.
and I think they have a girl that's similar to Bloody Mary. Unless I'm getting A1 Games' game confused with their game. But yeah, their game actually runs on the same engine we use, the same framework we use, but we have modified our framework to no end. So I'm sure they have modified their framework as well. So there may be stuff that's incompatible, between their characters and stuff. So yeah. So if they wanted to, hit us up and put a wrestler in our game, yeah, sure, we would just have to fit it in our overarching story. I don't
Right.
know the time period that game's set in. It looks like it's set in older times, so I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'd have
But
to read the description of the game to see, but yeah. And then
maybe in the future, maybe someone can, launch a project like that. We would be down for it. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, definitely. I mean, Jubb had pointed out, Crisis of Infinite Earths, so that's a DC comic series, specifically saying that their characters come from another alternative reality or
Mm.
something like that. But to me, if it's timeline based, who's to say it's all in the same universe? You know, because our game is set within the early 2000s or late 90s.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah, late
late
90s.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah, late 90s. But yeah, um, Gigabash, yeah, new DLC. Yeah, Gigabash is a pretty good indie game. They're doing very well for themselves. And I do remember us. I think Mitch had put that mock up of putting Chupacabra and Rivals of Ether that plays like Hellsing.
Ah, yeah, that was
Yeah,
Mitch's idea.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
and,
Oh, yeah, because
and
it's all animals, right? Like their games are all animals.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hey, we had the opportunity to talk to them guys. They were at Evo, but we didn't think about that. We could have easily pulled up the image, just like, you guys remember this?
Yeah, I don't know if they know us or if they follow
Yeah, I don't even know if they
us.
do or not. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kung guys knew who we were. That was cool. The
What
guys
was
that was
the?
right beside the rivals guys, the guy we talked to, Blue.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, blue.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
knew
yeah.
who we
They're
were. One of their community managers like, "You guys work on Terrordrome?" He was like, fangirling and shit. We was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, come over and play." He's like, "I can't. I gotta be here." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
very nice guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
by the
they're
way.
pretty cool guys. I need to hit. I still haven't hit him up yet on that email, but I will.
Yeah, you should. You should.
But yeah. But I mean, if things are the way things are looking on the calendar for next year, it's possible I might go. Me and Lindsay might go to Combo Breaker in Chicago.
Okay.
If
When is that again?
it's at the end of May.
Okay. Yeah, something that we should plan ahead, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a plan ahead type of situation.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah. All right. I may be interested in the one, in happening in Nice, like the new Evo,
Oh yeah,
in
you definitely want to
France.
go to France, Evo in
Uh,
France.
I've got family there. I just happen to have family in that city, so would
Yeah,
be fun. But then I don't know. It depends. Like we'll see. We'll see. I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, if you were to go, I mean, I'm not sure if I would actually go to France myself, but if you were to happen to go, I mean, you can be, of course, you can easily try to find like some community members that want to help you out and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and link up with
maybe.
some French community members. If we have any French community members, I know when people have
It's
bought the
true.
game in France.
Okay,
So
so
if you're
that's got to
from
be people
France and you're
interested.
playing Terrordrome, hit us up.
Yeah, so yeah, someone who yeah, I don't know if there's enough room, at my family's
Because
members over there, but somewhere to stay the night.
I know that other horror game, Umbral Core, I believe it's called. I don't know if
Oh
any of
yeah,
you, yeah,
was
Umbral
it
Core.
cancel or fail Kickstarter or something like
I I think they're Kickstarter film, but I'm not sure. I think I was still in their
that?
I'm still in their Discord, so
Okay.
I hadn't
Oh, they're
really.
still working on it?
Let's check the announcements here. Look what is.
Yeah, I could feel their pain. We know how hard it is when you fail a Kickstarter or something like that, and because they had something pretty good going on, looked pretty
Okay,
cool.
yeah, they're saying that they're pretty much in the situation we were. They're
Mm.
saying that the project scope and high aim has become unsustainable for us to continue alone. So
And did
they're seeking out a financial partner.
okay, 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 yeah, makes sense.
Since November, they've been in talks with a potential partner,
Mm.
and now they're in the in process and hope to reach an agreement soon. So yeah,
Okay.
they are getting a publisher. So yeah, we will probably be seeing more of them in the future.
Oh, good for them. Good for
Yeah,
them.
no, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. That
Let's
allows
see.
for possible future crossovers.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Like it's the indie fighting game horror uh, genre is growing, so it's I think it's a good thing.
Fat Man Pop says apparently the former Thrill Kill developer recently played our game. He wished he
Oh,
still owned the rights to the IP he worked on, so he could help add one of the characters from the roster into Terrordrome.
oh yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, I remember. I was working at
You can go download like a beta build or some ISO
yeah, I know
and
it's
play it
pretty
in
rare to
emulators and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stuff.
but I won't take the time to do that. But I've seen many videos, and back in the days when it almost got out, right? Because it wasn't officially out. But
Yeah,
I remember that day. I mean, everybody was like, gathering around that computer that was showing the videos, and it was wild.
yeah, it's a
I
wild ass
wanted to
game for
play
the
that
time.
game so bad, and then well, it got canceled and stuff. But yeah, everybody remembers that. It's like a legend. That game is a legend
Yeah.
already. So oh yeah, that would be cool. Actually, I like to talk to the creator, one of the creator, or whoever was that.
I mean, if you know his contact information, let him reach out to us. We can
Okay,
try to
yeah, that would be
we can
great.
try to
Yeah.
figure something out. You know, we can try to nail down some rights or something for him.
Well, that would be a good guest character,
That would be an
honestly.
awesome guest character for us. We would definitely benefit one of their characters in the
Huh.
story. Maybe the guy in the freaking straitjacket. He'd be like this and just headbutt
Yeah, I remember this.
you.
They had a cool chick in
Yeah,
there.
the dominatrix chick.
Oh,
She's in
right, right,
all
right.
leather. She had a whip as a weapon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
I remember there was a small guy, really small
Yeah,
guy.
really small dude. But small character. Oh God! Oh,
Oh
Chucky
yeah,
missed you
sure.
again. Oh no!
Yeah, but they found a way. Like he was like he has this sticks like he works on something like that, right?
Full disclosure: if we ever put a doll character or a tiny character game, I'm making his hitbox to the sky. Hey, that projectile didn't hit me. Oh well, too bad. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, we should do that. We should say that with the graphics. Like, it was intentional. That it looks like no PS2.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to make the game look like PS1, we could just take the render scale down to like 0.3. Then would be Pixeldrome.
I would have liked, yeah, I would have liked to see like a pixel mode. I don't know if that's possible or something, but I don't know if it would work
Well, I mean,
properly.
that's if we wanted to incorporate the pixelized asset to the game.
Right.
That could pixelize the character.
I would still be down,
I'm
for
not
a
sure how that asset works, so it would
yeah, but
probably take a long time to figure out how to get it to work and
I would
stuff.
still be down for a black and white rendering option.
I mean, that's easy to do now since we got post processing.
I guess it would make sense. Makes even more sense with the classic DLC, but that's too far in time.
Yeah.
So, but I just think we can have on the grainy effect of old movies on top of that.
Film filter, I'm sure we could do.
There's got to be something like
We can do
available.
something like that. We can add to the post processing.
I think that would be cool to have that.
Yeah, well, I mean that's
Black and
something
white.
to figure out. We would just have to. I would just have to code it so that whenever you load into a stage, we find the post processing object, and then and then have those effects already on there, and then you just
Mm.
uncheck a box, check a box, or something like it. Turn it
Okay.
on, turn it
Okay.
off.
Okay. We'll keep
But
that in
yeah,
mind.
we'll definitely keep that in mind because it's pretty cool how with the latest um oh with the with the latest
What's up?
Brody over here freaking out screaming
Oh,
um with the latest changes to uh how we're able to full screen the old Terrordrome, and they was able
mm.
to add filters to the game and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that guy shared that, hey, look, I added a field grain filter to the game,
Oh
and
no,
he
I
had
never
that
seen that before.
field grain filter. Yeah, there was I
Yo, isn't
remember
that
him.
the guy who added more characters to the first Terrordrome?
No, that was somebody else. That I think they shared it on Twitter.
Okay, I'm not sure
Yeah,
I've seen that.
it was years ago. You may not remember. I think it was a couple of
Yeah.
years ago. I think it was probably maybe 2016 or something like
Okay.
that.
No, I don't remember that.
I don't know. I know it was like sometime within the previous couple of years that was
Okay.
shared to us. So
Okay, no, I can't remember.
yeah, I can't. I would if it's on Twitter, it should still be on Twitter.
Okay.
That's what I would say. But yeah, will there be more character face-off posters in the future?
Well, Well, yes, the three or four new characters, they deserve a poster. Actually, I've done them already, so just waiting to be shown.
Yeah, yeah, waiting to be revealed. Go play the game. You'll find the hints. Go find the hints.
Yeah, I
The
think it's
the
pretty
the
obvious, but I
the
don't know.
hints are very obvious.
Yeah, like
Figure out what character's AI and not AI.
you said too much, I think.
Oops. People are gonna figure it out now. But anyway.
Well,
But
let's see if we can figure it out now.
yeah. At least the 6 people that are watching the stream right now.
Okay. Yeah, but more will watch afterwards.
Yeah, the VOD. Yeah, they'll be watching the VOD later. If they want to stick around for what happens after the chit chat here. If I'm more to stream any longer, because I don't know what's going on. My neck's freaking hurting like right here. I might need to
Okay,
take
yeah.
some Tylenol or
Yeah,
something.
on my end, so I don't know if anyone has any more questions for me or but I gotta do something now. Um so I don't know. Is there anything you
Are
know
you?
who we need in this game for this? The man who laughs. Or, um yeah, the man who laughs. Is that the old castle from this castle old movie?
Give me one.
Something like that.
Brody want me to set up his YouTube Kids YouTube. This will only take me but a second. There, watch it. Luckily, all I had to do was hit a button, done.
So yeah, guys, I have to go now. It's been fantastic to be here and share all this news for you with you guys. So like yeah, we should do that more often, right?
Yeah, we should definitely, link up and get with the community. Maybe, I know it's Sunday. I know some people may, they may have, family outings or church, they go to. So maybe the next time we do this, maybe we can link up on a Saturday. So maybe more will join and we'll get more questions that you can definitely answer.
All right, sure enough.
And we still have the Las Vegas interview, that's in the
Yeah,
works. So that
I
that
need
will
to
definitely
edit
be
that.
posted on the YouTube channel once Mark gets done editing the video.
Yeah, I hope to complete that, before the end of the year. Depends. I'm working on so many things at the same time now. But it's
Yeah,
one of the things I have to do. So yeah, for sure.
because there's definitely some unanswered questions in that video.
Right,
Yeah,
and cool footage
yeah,
of that event.
yeah. It was amazing. If y'all get the chance, definitely go to Evo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To be honest, I wasn't
If
sure
you
I had so much
for the
fun.
love of fighting games, if you love fighting games, go to Evo. It's
Yeah,
like
it was
fighting
really
game
cool.
mecca, fighting game fucking mecca.
All right, it was super cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, Mark, it's good having you on stream today. I hope you have a great day.
Same here. Yeah, you too, buddy. You take care.
We'll see
Bye,
you.
guys. Next time.
All right. So, what are we gonna do now, Brad? I don't know. We got about 7 people in here. I don't know if I'm gonna work on any development stuff today. I mean, we could probably try to get the stuff working, but if I really want to get this patch out to later tonight, maybe early tomorrow morning, definitely be to do that. But what I'm gonna do right now on YouTube is run a quick ad, and so give me 1 second. I ran the ad for you guys, and you are back by now. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. All right. Oh, fun. Let's see. It's, hold on, guys. Let me even see something here. Two people. I'm gonna disregard that for now. There was a bug report, but we're gonna disregard it for now. But yeah. CPU fights, I mean we could, but I would really like to get the build patched. I mean, if we wanted to, we could just do it in the editor. But the editor can be kind of janky sometimes. Well, we could go ahead and just switch on over to here, and look, we're back to where we was from last night. I'm still trying to figure this shit out, so I think for now would probably be the best time to go ahead and call it. I know this has been, a short, going to be a little bit shorter stream than we did last night, but yeah, so that way I can actually focus on working on the game. At least get this code working. I know code editing can be quite boring to watch, so yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm glad you guys was able to join us today. Since it seems like we have Brody now to be preoccupied, he will not take over the stream anymore. Maybe we'll see more streams on the weekend as well. Maybe during the week when he's in school, but we'll see. Because when he's in school, it's still a little pressed for time. Because if I were to stream during the week, it's going to be early morning streams. I don't know who will be able to join me then, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, all right, guys, have a good day. We will see you next time.